Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Saturday, August 28th, 2021, and we finally got a break in the boiling hot weather that has been sweeping New Jersey the past week. Air temps are down in the 70s, we have a pleasant breeze, it's overcast. Perfect conditions to do some fishing. So I came down here to one of my favorite local spots, which normally gives up tons of bites, and I'm going to see if the pattern can continue. And I'm going to be starting out by throwing around my newest confidence bait, which is the Ned rig. And you can tell it's a confidence bait of mine because I'm starting out with it instead of saving it as my last resort. Never tried a Ned rig on this pond, but one thing I found from fishing here over the years is that pretty much anything will get bites here. Alright, well, I had to shelve the Ned rig for the time being because there's actually quite a bit of weed growth growing on the main brake line out here, and I needed to switch to something that wouldn't just plunge right down into those weeds and get hung up all the time. So, switched over to Wacky Rig Stickworm, and this should hover over the weeds instead of going down in them. There we go, fish on. First cast with the Wacky Rig. Oh, he's off. There he is right there. It was a small fish, maybe 8 or 9 inches. There we go. Fish on. Just picked it up real light. There we go. Oh, and off he comes. You gonna flop back or you need help? I think he needs help. There you go. Wow, it wasn't blowing this hard when I got here. Alright guys, well I've got two thoughts going through my head right now. Number one is this wind is making it really difficult to fish a weightless worm. It just blows the line all over the place and it's really, really tough to detect bites. And number two, I think I might be overthinking things here a little bit, which is probably my worst habit as a fisherman. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch to the inline spinner. I have never known the fish in here not to hit an inline spinner. So this could kill two birds with one stone. We'll see. There we go. Feels like a little guy. Oh yeah, he's a dinker. He is a dinker for sure. Look at that. Look at this tiny little thing. Unfortunately, this pond is loaded with fish that size. They're just so stunted in here. There's just not enough food for them all to grow at a decent rate. There's another one. Feels like another little one. Yep. Another small fish. Still a little bit bigger than that last one. Oh my goodness, I was just about to pull it out of the water. Wow, okay. Another little dude. There we go. Fish on. Little better, but still far from a monster. Fish has been caught before too. He's had part of his upper lip ripped off. Oh, that felt like a good fish. He hit it hard. There we go. Oh, is he off? He came off. Dang it, that's 2 casts in a row. I missed what felt like nicer fish. Dang it. Alright, well, it seems like there might be some bigger fish hanging around in this pocket here. So I momentarily switched over to a swim bait, which has a little bit bigger profile, and I can work it slower than I was working that spinner. So maybe this will get a few bigger fish to bite. We'll see. Ooh. Ooh, there we go. He hit this thing twice. And the second time, he absolutely engulfed it. Well, technically that's a bigger fish, I guess. I'll take it anyway. Oh, there we go. Another one that just hit it right at my feet almost. Ah, about the same size as that last one. Maybe a hair bigger. Easy, pal. Alright. There we go. There we go. Just kind of felt him load on. Oh, they're getting smaller again. Well, at least still getting bites. There we go. Got another one that hit it close in. All right. This is fish of the day so far. Might have actually cracked 12 inches on this one. All right. A few more of those would make me pretty happy. There we go, fish on. There's a jump. Alrighty, another one on the swim bait. It took a few lure changes, but I think I found what these fish are keyed in on. Oh, there we go. I'm getting a lot of fish hitting it close in. I don't know if they're all just cruising along the break lines or if they're following it in from deeper water. Well, as long as they're hitting it one way or another, I'm not going to ask too many questions. Oh, fish on. You hit that on the drop. Okay. Not big. But we got, oh, there he goes. We got action at this new spot. The bite dried up at that other pond, so I hiked over to this other nearby pond, and at least one fish in here is hungry. Let's see if there's more. There's a school of 4 bass that followed this in. 5 bass, excuse me. 6! School of 6 bass followed in the swim bait. Not one of them bit it though. There we go. Got one of them. I switched over to a tiny weightless fluke and he got it. See if one of his buddies will hit. There we go. Got his friend. I've never actually seen any big bass in this pond, so I'll probably just be fooling around with little ones while I'm here. But they're fun. On this light tackle, they are plenty fun. There we go, fish on. I just cast it out in the middle of this cove and let it sink. Nice. Well, I'll tell you what, I am glad that this little cove is sheltered from the wind. Otherwise, I would never be able to use such a small weightless plastic. Oh, there we go. Just though the line starts zipping off. Another dinker. This pond has the same problem as that other one. There's just so many bass in here that the competition for food prevents them from attaining any size. So you have a bunch of tiny ravenous bass in this pond, which might be fun to catch, but you're certainly not going to break any records with them. There we go. This one's a little bit better. Got him stuck pretty good here. There we go. Alrighty. Another cookie cutter. There we go. Another one about the same size. Well, I'm just wearing them out on this little fluke. Hook this one in the exact same place I hooked that last one. Right in the tough part of the mouth. Well guys, I think that's going to do it for me today. Turned into a pretty fun day after a fairly slow start. For a minute there, I was kind of worried that I wasn't going to get much of a bite and wouldn't have enough to put a video together, but once I found out what the fish wanted, the ponds here gave up the goods, as they normally do. So, perseverance paid off. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next adventure.